The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is McDonald. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. McDonald sets to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Dolphins at 4-5, a game under 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's McDonald to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat It's going to head out to the harbor with them still on the...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing to start the drive. McDonald. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Hill to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
"51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
That's Byron Jones breaking up that play before it could really get started.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 11-8.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Greedy Williams on the stop.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run with Edmonds. And some space here. Past the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Cannon going to try the left side. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They give to Cannon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One more time, it's Cannon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, a run with Cannon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Straight ahead, this is Cannon. We'll get this up to about the 44.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, McDonald. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. first time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it right side with Cannon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is going to lose yardage here. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watson now to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the 50, it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Back to Cannon again on first down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps it moving forward.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Back to throw. McDonald. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cole McDonald with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Cannon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
To throw on third down. McDonald. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now Cade York for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see